In accordance with nature. What we're doing is we're blending permaculture with the fusion of art in accordance with nature. In accordance with nature. In accordance with nature. In accordance with nature.
It's a participation-based event. It's not really about people coming and watching what we're doing. It's not really about people coming and watching what we're doing.
In accordance with nature. In accordance with nature.
So there's an entry requirement to do this work. Entry requirement, you have to be silly. You have to be silly.
Permaculture in accordance with nature. In accordance with nature.
You have to be silly.
In accordance with art.
You have to be silly.
What did I do? I did the things I could afford. I picked the low-hanging fruit first. I did the stuff, you can see some of the stuff that's available here today. Really low-cost stuff that you can do. Building a house out of tires, building a house out of, renewable materials available on site. That's what I did in 1970. I picked the low-hanging fruit first. I did what I could.
So there's an entry requirement to do this work. Entry requirement,
I
you
picked the
have to be
low-hanging
silly.
fruit first.
You have to be silly. Entry requirement, you have to be silly. So there's an entry requirement to do this work. Entry requirement, you have to be silly.
This is our dream fulfilled. 10 years of playing on the playa. We're finally doing the real work.
I picked the low-hanging fruit first.
Fulfilled.
You have to be silly.
I picked the low-hanging
You have to
fruit
be
first.
silly.
I did what I could.
Just call me Mr. Sustaina-Pitiful.
We want to open our mind and make everything possible. And forget about our worries and leave it back at home. Because it opens it up for the possibilities of anything happening. Anyway, we're actually roping up a roof right now. And this is the first ritual that's ever been done at a WaterWoman festival, because this is the birthing of WaterWoman right now. Yay! So everyone grab a piece of the rope and it goes one circle.
Son Ray Kelly is a permaculturist and ceremonialist who has made a beautiful temple area, and the roof is made of rope. There's wooden beams that have rope, big thick rope laid out around it to make the roof, and so he needs to finish that, and the way he does it is not just get up there and put the rope off and hammer it out. I mean, you could just get up there and do it, but the idea of putting energy and ceremony into the building, so the people carried the rope together and played drums, and just to really build the resonance, so when people go into that space later, it will feel like a sacred space, just like, monks have been praying in temples for years in Tibet, and you go in there and you walk in and feel something.
Why wouldn't you want to design with nature? Look how beautiful these curves are. And Son Ray Kelly has taken nature and harnessed the most beautiful parts of this beautiful thing that we're gifted with. And there's no need to have a straight stud. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Grab a rope. Nothing's beautiful about the straight stud. It means that the forest comes down.
All hands on
Straight
me.
studs.
You don't hands on the rope.
All right, everyone grab a rope, and we're going to be following the leader. Who wants to be the leader? we're blending permaculture with the fusion of art in accordance with nature.
Every time I put together WaterWoman, I have to make a bigger screw go into her because it gets so loose. I have to make sure it has enough meat to get in there. So basically, I got it. So I have a 3.5 inch piece now that's going into the woman. And so next year I'll have to go with a 4 inch. And by the time like 10 years go by, God only knows what's going to happen.
This is the first WaterWoman festival. We're going to be raising her. The goal is to get her head up in the sunlight before it goes down. All right, we're going to lift up her hair. We're going to keep her in one plane. There's not going to be any bending of the hair because it's very vulnerable. It's like 12 years old, okay? Right, exactly. So we're going to carry the hair over here. And John, you're going to be the guy that puts it in the slot over here. Okay. It goes right in the slot. And then I'm going to get that C-clamp. Where's the C-clamp? And I'm going to clamp it up there. And then we're going to take a break. So I could, oh, we don't have to take a break. We're good to go. Then we're going to lift her up, and we're going to put her on this deck, okay?
I like these gloves. It gives you that sense of having your own hands, and yet you still can put your mud on, and still it's kind of making contact as the wetness is going through the glove. But the cotton is like protection against all the roughage little grains of sand.
And what's this going to be when it's done?
This is going to be a bench for people to sit down and look at the pond and get grounded and have some shade.
The founder, Ray Cirino, just wanted to create this atmosphere where people can actually hands-on learn about permaculture, about building cob, about earth shifts.
And our objective is to have a village one day where we can live in harmony with nature and live in harmony with each other.
As a lot of the festivals and events don't have as much of that kind of really where people are actually in the mud doing and building this, and it's a leave a trace idea.
Because if we can't work it out on our own problems, we'll never be able to work out with our world.
It's a participation-based event. It's not really about people coming and watching what we're doing. You pay the money and you come here and you do your thing with us that's within our themes.
Instead of leaving no trace, we're actually going to leave a positive trace. We're not going to leave trash. We're going to leave cob benches and a new temple for them, and nice seating areas and an earth-shaped wall and a demonstration facility.
That sort of participation or level of playing is really special, and that's what we're looking for in life. We want people that will, again, kind of step up.
I want you guys all to know that we very much cherish your attendance and we welcome you. And I want you to join in, and we're here to help you in any way you need.
This is a core group of people that are highly capable and knowledgeable about their different arts and sciences, and they felt the calling and understand the tone of what it is that we're putting together here.
It really is a heart-opening feeling, so the participants are gathering in circles, doing sort of more ceremonial things, doing drumming and things like that.
These are the people that make a difference. And the changes that can happen by bringing these people together can be exponential.
As well as integrating it with the left brain workshops, hands-on, and the right brain more didactic.
That pushes the message out even faster, and the change can happen. And it's ready to. This is an urgent event.
I have a question.
This is an urgent event.
We're doing this kind of clothing. Not the pants. But this and that and that. Which is very simple. It's just geometric forms with straps on them to tie them on the way you want. The idea is that we're going to be sharing this. I'm sharing this with whoever wants to learn it right here, right now. And since they're learning, they can teach it too. So it can spread out, and we can all share it, because it's meant to be owned by all of us. Because it's just geometry. I don't own geometry. I didn't invent geometry. So I came up with this kind of system that I can share and teach, because it's just very simple, so everyone can do it. In fact, I have no idea about cutting and sewing, so if I can do it, anyone can.
I'm here today in a day like this, and I tell you, I'm filled with hope when you see all these wonderful people, kindred spirits, people who want to build sustainably, who want to live sustainably. We're here in reverence of WaterWoman, and in reverence of women.
The joy of helping these artists or scientists or people who are highly capable put their stuff together makes us happy to help them, right? That's how it works.
Just look at what's happening. Look at all that wonderful sunshine that's beating down upon us, this wonderful, wonderful form of energy that's beating down upon us. Let me just take a second and digress and talk about what fossil fuels are, what coal is, and what crude oil is. It's really just solar energy that's stored in the form of coal or crude oil. And whatever you think about coal or crude oil and all the refined products, it is that. It's solar energy stored. Why would you ever want to use all that stuff up, those millions of years of energy, in just a few hundred years since the Industrial Revolution? That's crazy. That's just nutty.
So that's what I do. I make shit up and run away laughing.
So people out there say, oh, we're not ready for solar, we're not ready for wind, it doesn't work. I can promise you it works. It's been working for me since 1985, a lot of it. And the solar electric, as I said, since 1990. So we need to just go in another direction. But I'm filled with hope when I see this crowd here. My friend Jonah Reynolds, the son of Michael Reynolds, the Earthship genius who's been building homes out of tires and cans and bottles for many, many years. Michael Reynolds and his son Jonah, real visionaries. And make sure and check out what they're doing.
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Damn, man. That's cool. You're a prophet. He's profound.
What could I do that would actually help? Like, not that just my ego, my personality thinks is going to help us in this transition time on the planet. So I cannot say that I created the Anchor the Dream experience. The Anchor the Dream experience is a co-creation unto itself with many beings unseen through me and for us. So I'm very honored to be bringing this tool to you all, because it belongs to you.
Make sure and check out what people are doing with this wonderful resource, cob, which is straw and mud and water, and you can make homes out of that as you can. You know, adobe structures are very old structures here in California, and cob is another variety of that kind of sustainable material made. It's just amazing.
Really more chopped up.
No, you want long straw. We're pointedly filtering out the short stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's why we have that screen set up over there. Because the long straw gives you that tensile strength. It locks it all the way across.
Okay.
If you have just short stuff, there's no tie. It doesn't provide any bonding to the next bit of cob over. The application of it, basically we've already got a base, a core level down. When you apply cob, you're setting it on, and you're trying to push your thumbs through it into the layer below. You're trying to push that long straw that you've got down into the layer underneath. That locks the two together. And here, because we're on the edge, use your hand as a guide to help you shape how you want the cob to go. So it's we want it, because there's a bench, and you want a bench to actually curve out a bit. You don't want it straight up and down, because you want your feet. It's uncomfortable if your feet are straight up and down. Your feet naturally want to be kicked back under. So you want the bench to actually come out behind the leg a bit and finish off at about that height or a little lower. It's more comfortable to be in a bench that's too low than one that's too high. So you want to think in terms of who's going to be sitting on this bench. You know, it's not going to be a bunch of 6'4" people, so if you're 6'4", you don't want to size the bench for what's comfortable for you all the way up. You want to take it down for, you know, the 5-foot people.
And we can shift it, we really can. And as you know, things are feeling a little crucial in some sectors of the planet right now. Anybody notice? It's like we've got massive pollution, we've got issues, you know, and we want to turn it around.
But I just put in a gray water system because I'm always trying to do something new and different. And now my water bill, as low as it was, went to a fraction of what it was before by using this wonderful resource, which is gray water, which for those of you who don't know is water from your shower, from your laundry, from your bathtub and your bathroom sinks. That's all water that's quite easily filtered and used for other purposes like irrigation. That's what I'm doing.
This is how everything got started. Anything you look around and see, you know, happened because somebody had an idea.
You know what? That's a very interesting thing. A roundhouse for people that stump their toes. You'll never stump it.
No.
I love that. The end of the stumped toe.
We have a lot of challenges before us. We have challenges with our air quality, with our water quality, with loss of coral reefs and species being depleted and declining and going extinct. But there are many sources of hope. This event here is one of them. And don't forget, folks, if I say only one thing that gets through to you today, and that is to remember the good news too. And you young people may not know, we still have smog in LA, I won't deny that, but even though we have 4 times the amount of cars since 1970, we have half the smog. I'm gonna say that again, 4 times the cars and half the smog. If we had 4 times the cars and the smog was the same, you go, wow, okay, we kind of held the line. 4 times the cars and half the smog. Think about it, folks. 4 times the cars, half the smog, and they said we'd go broke if we did it, and we didn't in those years until the subprime thing. Why did we not go broke? Because there's jobs making catalytic converters, combined cycle gas turbines, spray paint booths, solar panels, electric cars, megaphones, all the things that one needs that are sustainable. And so California thrived in all those years that we did most of the cleaning up of the air. And we can do that again. We're poised now to have green collar jobs and the greenest economy.
You know what, and I just was looking at who bought tickets. You know, Wesley Road just bought a ticket.
Nice.
Cirino is the hub of permaculture. He tells the whole world for people to come.
Yeah.
For him to be here is excellent.
Yeah, so you're
Nice.
People coming to
There's
this party,
Martin's
man.
coming. Well,
They
word.
got tickets,
You know
man.
what? There was a spirit that went out and grabbed him.
Yeah.
He felt that finger of the goddess to say, "Come here, buddy."
Yeah.
Nice.
So I just wanted to see your
Well,
face.
okay. I just want you to know
Yeah.
that Cirino will talk permaculture
Yeah.
until the day the cow comes home.
Cool.
So-
We've got drums to bang, man, until the cows come home.
The cows are going to come home, and then we're going to have to pasteurize them. But anyway,
All right, brother.
Hey, excellent.
Yes.
I'm stoked. I feel it's a complete event now.
Yeah,
It's
isn't
complete.
that?
It is.
Yeah, isn't
because
that?
now he could
That's
get
what
this
I thought
word
you'd
out.
feel.
He
Yeah.
can get the word out to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Now it's a world event. It's international.
Yes.
How about that, Apple?
Ray's
It is.
happy. The
Cirino.
earth is happy.
And the thing is, he's a proctologist.
This is a foldable yurt. It's just made out of the corrugated plastic, and it's just got screws and wing nuts. It goes up in about an hour. It's completely livable. Livable is not the word, but this is shelter. You can paint it. You can take it down. You can fold it up. You can put it in a backpack.
Collective thoughts, words, and actions.
Express and release.
Saving water and the environment.
Visions, hallucinations.
Spin on solar panels
Sanctioned vision.
and gray water systems.
Passive oriented.
Step up and forget about our worries and do what it takes.
Granite, right now, granite and trees.
Where we can live in harmony with nature.
In some sectors of the planet.
Fake rock, real art.
Experimental permits.
We want to open our minds.
We know we're doing something that's for the highest good of all.
Think of what we can do. If I can reduce my electric bill by 50%, if I can reduce my natural gas bill by 50%, think of what we can do as a nation. We can change the world. We can lessen our dependence on Mideast oil, clean up the air in our cities, and put money in our pockets. Thank you very much for having me.